What is up, Dolphin fans? How y'all doing today, man? Me,
Morning, Your Majesty. It is another beautiful day in Zamunda.
you motherfucking right it is, baby. It is Tuesday or Wednesday. I forget what day it is. Anyway, we are one game closer to the regular football season. Football season is going to be happening September 10th, I believe. I don't know, in a couple of weeks, man. We are this close. One more step. We got Jacksonville Jaguars preseason preview coming up. So before we do, let me give a few shout outs to everybody here. The man with the best name. What's up? Dolphinier. We got man Raphael Courtwright, and of course Adam Sadowski. What is up, Fins up? So anyway, unfortunately Larry K couldn't make it, but I got a good replacement. I'll tell you right now. But before I get to the replacement, we have, you love him, you know him, my main man, G. LG shaking the panel. We can't have LG shaking the panel without my man, G, which is short for Greg. What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
Cut my music. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've missed you. It's been a long offseason now. Once we demolish the Jacksonville Jaguars this week, we're going to be ready for those Chargers coming up.
Oh, yeah. He couldn't make it. Larry K couldn't make it because of his, job issues. You know what I'm saying? He's got a big job to do, but I got a good substitution. He was in the blender with me, one of my best guests out there. The one, the only, my man, my paisan from Florida, Anthony Pialucci. What's going on, my brother?
How you doing? How you doing, Shakes? Greg, good to see you guys.
It's another beautiful day in Zamunda. What's up, Cat for Life? And we're gonna be dropping the link too. So, but before we do, we gotta take care of some house business and shit. So what do you all right, let's talk some statistics. Give me a second here. Before we get to this, what do you think of the preseason thus far, guys?
Ravens finally lost, thank God.
They lost?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts so far?
Skyler should be QB2. Mike White needs to be cut and go sign an offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's kind of too harsh, but
yeah.
Just get an offensive lineman, please. That's all I ask for.
What are your thoughts?
I feel like the game against Atlanta was pretty weak. Mike White played most of that. We look good. The run game, I mean, just an attestament to what I said last year. When we gave the running backs the ball, they ran the ball. People say, our O-line can't block. When we run the ball well, man. It's just whether or not Mike McDaniel decides to run the ball,
Yeah.
It looked good to me. The running game looked exceptional. And the Texans, even though it's the Texans, I mean, what are you going to do? But the thing that the Miami Dolphins do now that we didn't do, for many years, we beat the teams that we're supposed to beat. We do the teams that we're supposed to, we do what we're supposed to do to them. And the Texans played their starters for a good part of the first half. So I don't want to miss me with that was the Texans. It wasn't their second unit. That was their first unit for a majority of the first half. And we ran the ball down the throat, So I feel like, look good to me. But it's preseason. What are you going to do? They're not letting the cat out of the bag. It's not going to be a real design plays. But we look good against the Texans anyways.
So our leading passer was Skylar Thompson with 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. Our leading rusher was Salvan Ahmed with 99 yards.
That's your guy right there.
Yeah, and our leading receiver was 3 receptions for 33 yards and a touchdown. Your boy from the U, Braxton Berrios.
Yeah, he looked good. Berrios looked good. Ahmed looked good. Everybody, when Mostert ran the ball, he did what he did all last year. All our running backs look good. Gaskins even looked good. Tua looked good.
Yeah.
He had the first pick. I missed it, unfortunately. When I turned the game on, the Texans had the balls, and it was like 13 minutes left. So I figured they just started with the ball and drove up the field. I guess he threw a pick, but who cares? You know, I mean, he responded well. He ran up the field, you know, the following the ensuing series. And what are you going to do, you know?
Yeah, Raphael agrees with you. He says, we don't play at the level of competition. Yeah.
I mean,
But go ahead, Greg.
outside of that first interception by Tua, I think he played really solid. I didn't watch the game, unfortunately. I haven't watched any preseason games because first game I went to a wedding, second game I was at work, probably the third game I'll be at work. I watched TD the entire stream for what I could at work, but, you know, I heard some Tua did better after that interception. I mean, he hasn't played since till December, really. So, I mean, it's good that he was getting the work in live action, not none of this training camp with no pads and whatnot. But, I mean, he looked pretty good. So, hopefully he can continue that.
Yeah, so he's back. Probably has some issues. Here we go. There you
Sorry.
go.
Yeah,
That's
sorry
all good. No, you're good. So altogether, our team, we got 205 yards. We have Salvan Ahmed was the leader with 99. Chris Brooks, who's making noise, with 47. Raheem Mostert with 30. On A-Chain with 27, who ended up leaving with a shoulder injury and is stayed today. And of course, Skylar Thompson in last place with 2 yards. So, but no, I think that the run game is definitely important. I think, but I want to touch on this Chris Brooks. Everybody is, yo, Tory Day, what's going on? Look who's in the building, man.
That's my main man right there.
Yeah, it was funny as I saw him on CB83's channel giving him love, and I gave him shit. I'm like, hey, you don't watch none of my shows? No, and Tory Day, I was just giving him shit. He just shows me a lot of support and a lot of love. I was just giving him shit. But I'm glad to see that he was showing the homie CB83 a lot of love, man. CB83 is one of those up and coming YouTubers that's going to be making noise, man. And shout out to the Dolphin Den, by the way. If you're not Dolphin Den, 5,000 members.
Yep.
Dolphin Den, Tory Day took me in unseen and unheard and made me an admin there. And I met some wonderful people, including yourself. So I'm always gonna be grateful to my man Tory Day, man.
Yeah, Tori, you beat me to it. I was going to say shout out to Dolphins Den. Anybody who's on Facebook that isn't, part of the group, you should join. Great group.
And you know, it's crazy. The thing with Tory Day is whenever I take shot at people at Buffalo, me and Buffalo fans who go back at it, he go, you people in Miami suck, and I say, you people in Buffalo, and then I got to keep in mind he lives in Buffalo too, so I can't go too hard about Buffalo.
Yeah. I had to tell him the other day. I made a comment about someone made a stupid post about they showed a picture of the Bills Stadium packed for a preseason game in Miami Stadium, which is probably before the game started, but wasn't that many people, and like saying how much great. I was like, bro, that just is an attestament to how shitty and lame your city is.
Hey, by the way,
I have to throw in there if you're not watching my guy Tory Day in concert, or what else, or going to a Bills game, what else is there to do with your life in Buffalo? But Buffalo really is Buffalo's a cool city. It really is.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But
I got a show on the Finn's Tailgate Network. It's called Smoke Lounge, and I got my man. He's in the back, aka Lewis, aka Rabbit Dolphin. What's going on, my brother? Thank you for coming through, man. I appreciate you.
What's good, fellas? What's good? Shake, what's up?
What's going on, man? This is Anthony Pialucci. Anthony, this is Lewis.
Lou, how you doing, my guy?
What's good, Ant?
Y'all got the beard game going, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bald head beard game. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's going on, Greg?
What's up, Lewis?
Chilling, bro. Chilling.
We're just talking about the preseason. I was just going over the stats on how if you look at it, the receiving yards, we had 218 yards, and the was 205 rushing yards. So pretty much the run game was prevalent in this preseason game than the passing game was. And as far as Tua is concerned, man, two things I took away from Tua. Number one, he looks like he could take some hits now. He's physically fit. He's got the build going, and his instincts. If you look at the instincts, and when pressure's coming, you look at it at how he reacts to the ball versus how Skylar Thompson reacts to the ball. It's night and day difference. I think, in my opinion, Tua has better instincts when the pressure is coming to him than the other quarterbacks that we have on the field. I think it's more like deer in headlights, but you know what I mean, and they make bad decisions. So I think we're going to be in good hands this year. But time will tell. What do you think? What do you guys think? Anybody?
I think if it comes down to it, I'm cool with Skylar.
Mm-hmm.
If Tua does get hurt, hopefully he stays healthy, and we could give him a year to see if he can, if he's the guy or if he's not the guy. I hope he stays healthy all year. But I'm confident in Skylar being able to just do enough. I feel like our defense is going to be able to do what they need to do. Our run game. The main thing I'm worried about is McDaniel. I'm not worried about anybody else, man. It's just that'll be the ultimate telltale for me is what is McDaniel going to do? I wasn't really too impressed. People are like, oh, he made the playoffs his first year. But guess what? Tony Sperano did too. For those
so
of
did
you guys
Adam
that don't
Gase.
remember. I mean, get out of here with the
Adam Gase did too.
Yeah, I mean, miss me with that. I mean, it's not. And Sperano took us from the basement to the playoffs. McDaniels took an already pretty okay team. It's just I just feel like I wasn't really impressed with McDaniels that second half of the season. First half, yeah. Second half, when it was time to come up with something fresh because the book's out on you, he failed. When it came to the run game, he didn't implement that. And my whole thing is he's supposed to be a run guru. This is like his thing when he came from San Fran. Mm-hmm. And then he gets two guys in the running backs from San Fran. He could have alleviated a lot of pressure from Tua if he'd have ran the ball more. But I felt like his main objective was to prove that Tua was the guy. And I feel like he did too much. And the second half of the season, man, it looked bad personally. So I'm more interested to see how McDaniels is going to handle. I'm not worried about our players. I feel like we got a pretty good core group of players, man. But that's my take.
Yeah, and one thing I just want to point out too that when I brought out our leading rusher that game, right? If you look at the Texans' leading rusher, the Texans' leading rusher was Dameon Pierce with 15 yards, right? And then Atlanta's leading rusher was 70 yards. So I mean, the run defense is doing their thing. You know what I mean? And without Christian Wilkins, which we'll get to in a minute. But no, the difference between Sperano and Sperano won the division, regardless how you feel. And Adam Gase had the playoff locked in weeks 15, week 16, week 16.
Real quick, let me touch on that. And for the people that want to say, oh, Brady got hurt the first game of the season, against the Chiefs, you can miss me with that because what's his name who backed up Brady? For one, they had the same record as us. They went 11-5 without Brady. And I can't think it Castle. Was it? No, not Castle.
Yeah, Matt Castle.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Castle.
It was Castle, right? Yo, he got a huge deal when he left New England because of the way he played that season. So miss me with anybody who wants to say, oh, it's because Brady was hurt. I don't want to hear it. Mm-hmm. The Patriots had a good team. They went 11-5, the same as us. But I just wanted to throw that in.
And they went 18-0 the year before too. Remember that?
Yeah, but I know some people will say, I don't want to say what kind of people, they know who they are going to try to come up with every excuse in the book.
Oh shit! Talk about it. Talk about it.
And you can miss me with that shit, man, because I know for a fact that the Patriots had a good team that year and they balled out without Brady. But anyway, sorry to interrupt you, Shakes.
No, you good, bro. You good, man. You good, man. It's all about it's you know we talking today, man. We talking our shit. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna say. I mean, I know
go
it's
for it.
but I'm gonna be honest. I have high expectations for this year. So for me, I honestly think it's right that the entire team will get a pass from me until like week 5. They all get free pass. If Tua sucks, he sucks. Give me all the excuses you want. After week 5, I don't want any more excuses. You know, I feel like what the expectations I have on the team this year, hopefully it's Super Bowl, but we'll see. I'm going to give everyone passes until we start shitting the bed. You know, I feel like that's right. You know, with the expectations for the AFC Championship and do something in the playoffs. I'm going to give people passes. McDaniel, you should have ran the ball, buddy, but here's a pass. You get a free pass from me. But, I mean, you know, that's just my thing right now. I'm giving people passes until we're like 1-3.
Go ahead, Lewis.
No. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you boys, right? Like, I don't want McDaniel to be fired, right? That's not what I'm calling for, because I think every winning organization, you look across the league, look at New England with Belichick, 20 plus years, stable, right? Pittsburgh, Mike Tomlin, stable.
Yeah, Toy Day said it for you.
Yes, it is the two of lovers, goddamn right. But to Greg's point, that's where I can't ride. There is no excuses no more for this football team, right? Because when we tore this thing down to the studs in 2019, right? Okay, I get it. Now going into 2023, we're done with the rebuild. This rebuild is over. It's complete. Whether we agree of how the rebuild went, whether we agree, there should be more offensive linemen, there should be another running back, there should be another whatever, right? The fact of the matter is, this motherfucker's done, bro. Like, it's over. Yeah. The expectation should be here, AFC Championship game and Super Bowls now, right? That's what we can't be one of these teams still, if we make the playoffs and we get a playoff win, fuck all that, bro. Bro, the big teams, you think the Pittsburgh Steelers, New England Patriots, Kansas City, they happy with wild card weekend victories? They ain't happy with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So why should we? That's the shit I'm on, bro. So I get what you were saying, Greg, but I just don't agree.
Hey,
you know what I mean? We ain't the Browns, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, put it this way, Fiorucci, you're a Heat fan, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Of course. Anything with Miami in front of it.
Yeah. So when next year, right? They say, hey, Heat won the first round of the playoffs. You'd be like, okay, and
yeah, no, that's not.
We're as far as Miami concerned, our basement is making it to the fucking championship.
The difference is,
or the AFC East, not the AFC East, the conference championship. That's our fucking floor.
But the difference is, like Lewis was saying, with these winning organizations, Miami Heat have a culture. You know, they have Pat Riley. They have somebody, man, a foundation, a concrete foundation to build on. And, you know, this year we made it to the finals with a bunch of undrafted players. I mean, it's like, that's because we have a system. We have a guy who implements the system and doesn't stray from the system. Like Lou was saying about the Steelers and the Patriots, you know, they have that core to their system, man. With the Patriots, it's Belichick. With the Steelers, it's the Rooneys. You know, they just have an ideology, man, and they bring in people that buy into their ideology. All the great teams have it. We haven't. We've changed owners a lot over the course of the years. I mean, not a lot changed the owners, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, we had Huizinga. I don't know if Ross came right after Huizinga or if there was.
Yeah. He sold it to Huizinga.
You know, but these guys have been football. The other people I mentioned, they've been football guys their whole. It's generations. Our guy's a real estate guy, Stephen Ross. You know, he might have been a football fan, but was he? You know, he's learning on the fly. He's willing to spend the money. I like Ross. Some people hate on him. I like him. Yeah, that's my guy. I like him. You know.
Yeah.
He does the best he can, and he's proven he's willing to go outside the lines, anything to win. And anybody who thinks that other teams don't do it and just don't get pinched, you know, you're sadly mistaken, man. That's the game. Everybody cheats a little bit in the game, man. In any game you play in, you cut corners that you can to get away with. whether you're a business owner like myself, and there's ways to get out of taxes, you always try to find a shortcut. So at least we got a guy that's willing to, go to those ends.
Mm-hmm.
And me having living on the other side of the fence for a while in my life, I'm cool with that.
By the way, here at the Fanatic Fury Fan, we do not condone cheating on your taxes.
Right.
Damn, Shay. Damn.
I'm not.
Everybody cheats a little bit to winning the game, man. Nice guys finish last. Stephen Ross, he's a Cobra Kai, no mercy kind of guy. I like him.
And by the way, one thing people don't know that before he went to Michigan, he was a Gator. So
yeah, but we know what the key word in Gator is, so we ain't even going to get into that.
Yes. Oh yeah. So tour is the word, no. But anyway, so,
we can't even say it because it's politically correct. We gotta keep it. Yeah, God forbid. Yeah.
So, all right, this is game 7. Let's do a quick game preview. Not game 7, game 3 of last game of the preseason. I think I've seen enough what I wanted to see from Tua, and I think it should be the Skylar Thompson show and the bubble guys. Tua, I think he kind of already proved it that he took the rust off a little bit last week. I think I'll be fine with him sitting down until week 1.
I'm gonna be honest.
What do you guys?
Tua play like the first half, and then Skylar and White. It's just because Tua hasn't played since December, Christmas. I need that live action, so I figure maybe give him the first quarter and a little bit of the second quarter, and then go to Skylar and the Mike White show. But Mike White, I think he's in concussion protocol. I don't know if he'll be ready for the game. So if he isn't ready to go to the game, I would prefer to see Tua and then go to Skylar. That's
well. They brought back Blackman, so I'm sure Blackman will get a little bit of the team. But listen, and what I'm saying is, and my partner, check him out right here. We just got back. Fact of the matter is, he's a Jag fan, right? He's been telling me that the Jags started their starters week 1. They sat them last week. They're going to be out there. The Jaguars are putting Trevor Lawrence, all their guys, offensive, defense. They're starting, right? Bro, we need to go back with our starters. Because, again, what we seen last week against Houston, bro, Houston is a dumpster fire. Right. Jacksonville, they won their division last year. They're a young up-and-coming team. They're hungry. I want to see my boys go up against your boys. I don't care about no rust or nothing. Bro, let's start getting ready. Bro, all this scary talk that I hear from our fans all the time, we can't do this. We got to bubble wrap our player. We got to do that. Bro, again, scary money don't make money. Yeah, I think everybody would agree with that, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
What we talking about? Listen, football, bro, you got to play. You know what I mean? To get in where you fit in, and that's just where I'm at with it.
Need some runs.
Now with Lewis. Anybody gets hurt, then let's get it out of the way now. I mean, nobody wants to see anybody get hurt. We're talking a half of football, man. Mm-hmm. I'm with Lewis. Let's see what's happening. One half of football ain't, it ain't the end of the world. I mean, and this is one thing. If in any preseason, I mean, there was one time Chad Johnson got hit pretty hard. It was a little bit different back in the day, but if you got starters versus starters, nobody's going to really be out there trying to, because everybody knows we're starting. This isn't it's when you get into the rookies and the second and third string guys, those are the guys that are trying to play hard to prove a point. When you got starters versus starters, I feel like everybody's going to kind of respect, we're not trying to kill each other out here. It's a glorified practice game. And, they're going to play ball, but they're not out there, trying to James Harrison anybody. You know what I mean? And I play the starters, especially since I'm going. Mm-hmm. But I won't be mad. Listen, I'm expecting, just based on history, to see Skylar Thompson at some point this year. So I won't be mad if they start him. Let him get – I'd be cool with that. Let Skylar get us some reps with the starting guys to just go ahead and get geared up for – only to be expected. Not to – it is what it is. I mean, come on, man.
But like I said, I'm not saying sit to it from a standpoint of fear or bubble, put them in a bubble wrap. I'm just saying, I mean, at the end of the day, Philadelphia Eagles proved it last year with their blowout in the last game. It doesn't fucking matter. I think most of the work that coaches, most of the work comes from practices and joint practices. I think the preseason is just a way to see. It's for the bubble guys. It's for the guys that are trying to make a name for themselves. So I think this last game should be a chance for the guy who is trying to make a last ditch effort of making an either here or on somebody else's roster or somebody's practice squad. I think this game is important for the non-starters because they gotta prove themselves in this league. So I think that's the standpoint I come from as far as starters not starting. But for the people that like yourself that really get to see Dolphin in person, yeah, I could see where you're coming from as well.
Yeah, I mean, we're going a bye week too, so I mean, it's not a bad idea to start the first half. But I honestly, it's preseason. Do I care if we win or lose? No.
Yeah, no, nobody cares about the preseason.
Do I care who potentially could be a steal from us on the squad right now? That could be a huge impact. Yes, so that's kind of what I'm looking for in this preseason game. Who's going to be these bubble guys to make it? Like Noah, is he going to get cut? I think he should, even though he's fun to troll about. But we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, and of course I got this man right here, Salvan Ahmed, right here, man.
Yeah.
That's my dude.
Yeah.
And man, just for you guys to know, this is speaking of Buffalo Bills trophy case. Man, wasn't it sweet news to hear that Stephon Diggs wants out of there?
Yeah, then they said it was a fake. I don't know if it's true or not. But
my man, my favorite Q, what's going on, my brother? The Steelers took care of he's a Steelers fan. They took care of Buffalo this week, man.
Yeah, yep. Appreciate that, Q.
It's my dog, Q.
Yeah.
But it is a so let's get, now that we got the news out of the way, we had a poll on Dolphins Den. All right. And the poll was
shout out Tory Day, Dolphins Den. If you want to see the poll, hold on, Shakes. If you want to see the poll, join Dolphins Den on Facebook and you can see the poll. Okay.
And I'm an admin there, so if I recognize you, I'll make sure you get in there. But anyway, I think he approves people. But anyway, yeah, Tory Day is a cool dude. He's not one thing I like about Tory Day and what he's doing in the Dolphins Den. He doesn't gatekeep people over there.
No, he doesn't do that.
No gatekeeping.
Everybody gets to say what they want. It's a real First Amendment group. You could say what you want on there. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. You could be a Tua lover, a Tua doubter, whatever you want to, and everything in between. What's going on, Robert? So anyway, the poll was let me as a matter of fact, that way I don't he'll be back hopefully. But
ball.
So where the hell is my damn notifications? Why am I not getting my So what else is new, Lewis? How was your day, man? While I look up this up.
Yes.
Chacho, still working, Tate. Still trying to finish up, bro.
Come on.
And by the way, you know what's funny? I wanted to say this. Shout out to Batman because he always has good spaces. about how they were talking about oh well, we've been linked to every running back, so there's smoke, there's fire. You know what? For the last 2 years,
Oh.
we've been linked to every quarterback in the fucking NFL who wanted out of their team too. Remember last year?
Oh
And
yeah,
the year before.
yeah.
So
Fun
just
time.
because we're linked to something doesn't mean, you know, it's always the case. But
How
the
many
reason,
times
so
were-
anyway, let's.
It's crazy. Get out. Drop it. Yes. There you go. Come on. Someone get a hit up the middle.
What are you playing? You playing Madden?
Oh no, Rhode Island's in the Little League World Series.
Oh, okay.
Got to support the home the home state.
All right.
You know, that's always good. You know, right here in Rhode Island,
All
we
right.
got sports. So whenever Rhode Island makes
Okay.
base,
Here we go. Here, you there? Yeah, I got two.
Yeah.
You got two Anthony Pilucci's. Okay. All right, you there? All right, so here we
Yeah,
go.
man.
And all right, you guys ready? With slight buzz of possible trade, with the slight buzz of a possible Jonathan Taylor trade. If Wilkins has to be involved, would you be for it or against it? Would you rather have this team in the end of the cut downs 53? So I put yes, I'm for Taylor. So, and I
See,
guess
I
you put no.
I thought that it was more of, would you be more interested in keeping Wilkins or more interested in acquiring Taylor?
Yeah, but I mean, the pretty much what it's saying is if you had to trade Wilkins to acquire,
so
would you do it? I'm like, yeah, I would actually. I mean, look, this is how I feel about this. And the context I'm gonna put this in is like, all right, you take out. Would you say that Bill Belichick's a defensive mastermind?
I would.
Regardless of how you feel. If he had this roster minus Wilkins, you know how much havoc he'll wreak on the NFL right now. At the end of the day, look, we built. If one of the reasons I think we got a guy like Vic Fangio was so we could bolster the offense and kind of take it away from the defense a little bit, because if we were gonna bolster the defense and make it a superstar defense, we should have just kept Boyer, because at the end of the day, if you have an all-star defense, it doesn't matter who the hell the defensive coordinator is. So you get a legendary coach like Vic Fangio, make him the highest paid defensive coordinator, because you expect him to turn a chicken shit into chicken salad. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he's paid to do. And at the talent outside of, I think the talent he has on defense, most defensive coordinators will foam at the mouth for. So that's why I think, and like I said, I feel like that. You got your guy Mike McDaniel. He's still in his infancy stages of calling plays and being an offensive coordinator and being a coach. So I think he needs more help than Vic Fangio does. And that's just how I feel about that. And that's why I would put Taylor over Christian Wilkins, because at the end of the day, yeah, Christian Wilkins is a good player. He's done well for us. But at the same time, if he was to get injured, I don't think it'll be a devastating loss as sad at like Armstead or a Tyreek Hill or a Tua was to get injured.
Damn.
I don't think the you know what I'm saying, it'll be that detrimental to the defense as somebody and that elk got removed from the offense. But that's just my opinion.
I mean, money. I love Christian Wilkins. You don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I get hyped when Christian Wilkins is all in Josh Allen's face, but eventually money becomes an issue. I did a Dolphins franchise back in Madden 18, and it was either I had to cut Sue and save the money so I can get this player, or it's always tough to see your players leave, but money is what makes the world go round nowadays, and that's a home run. But anyway, yeah, but the money is the thing, and you gotta save money. You gotta keep and this is why it's important to hit on your draft picks too. I mean, I think Zeitler is great. I mean, he needs his money too coming up, but if we can turn Christian Wilkins into Jonathan Taylor, yes, I'll be sad, but I'll be happy at the same time. It is what it is. I love Christian Wilkins. I hope we can keep him here.
Yeah.
But if he goes, he goes. I mean, can't blame the guy. He went to go get his money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But so, what are your thoughts?
It's easy for me. Wilkins is the guy that's one of the best at his position in the league. Biggest Pro Bowl snub I can remember since I don't know when. I mean, really, he's top 2 or 3 at his position in the league. Consistently playing, he doesn't miss games. I can't remember the last time he didn't miss a game. He's the anchor of the defense.
Mm-hmm.
And then to top all that off, his character. This guy, he deserves the money. He's the best at his position. Like this isn't up for argument. He is really one of the best at his position, statistically speaking. And if you watch the games, you know what? This guy's 300-something pounds, running people down up the field. Come on, man. This guy.
Yeah.
Never mind. He's got that Richie Incognito, Brian Cox in him. He's going to get under people's skin, talk shit, backs it up. He's an animal on the field. He's willing to grab balls and everything. This guy is really an animal. But couple that with the fact that he didn't hold out about his contract. He handled it like an adult. This guy, he's handling business like a gentleman. What else do you want in a player for your organization? Yeah. If all these players or teams like Lou was talking about that have a culture of winning year after year or competing year after year, they have a culture. If you don't keep players that have some type of stand-up guy in them mixed with animal, what kind of culture are you building?
Yeah. Okay.
Here we got Jonathan Taylor that misses games. And then on top of that, if things don't go his way, he wants to trade. This is what we want on our team. One more thing. Mostert was averaging like 5 yards a carry last year. This guy had 100 yards the first half against Buffalo. We got running backs that run the ball. Jeff Wilson runs the ball hard. We have a 1-2 punch right now. That for the low. We don't owe them. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Why would you throw away a guy like Wilkins for a guy like Taylor? I get it. He's young, and that would solidify the running back position for years. What the hell of good is a running back if we're not using the running backs anyways? Come on, man. It's a no-brainer for me. And then for all the older people, Lou looks young. I don't know if he's old enough to remember. We traded Dave Wanstead traded Adwell Aboulier for Marty Booker. The dumbest shit ever. Him with Jason Taylor, but we ran Peyton Manning out of the division. We had to, and they traded him away. And how did that work out? Marty Booker is mediocre at best. That's my take.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, shit. I definitely appreciate the compliment. I'll be 42 this year. I'm turning 42.
You're right. See, it's the
you know
beard.
what I'm saying? Yeah. It's the beard. Exactly. Listen, I'm not going to push back on anything you said because I agree with mostly everything about Christian Wilkins. I think where I would disagree is, or the only pushback is the money, right? Like, he's great. He's everything you said, and he's a player Yeah, I heard an echo. I don't know. Maybe it's me. But it just for me, he's not worth that $20+ million price tag, right? That's the only pushback I got. When I look across the league, the D tackles, right, the guys that are getting that kind of money that just got that money this year, they come with sacks as well, and that's one thing Christian Wilkins don't have, and that's why you're getting paid the big bucks. Now, would I be mad if we put Christian Wilkins 17, $18 million? No, I think that's the price point where he needs to be. But to pay Christian Wilkins 20+ million, bro, he's just not that type of player. Like I can't pay a player because I like you. You know what I'm saying? I can't pay you because you're a good dude. Because if that was the case, right, I would be willing to pay Tua 70, $80 million. Tua's a nice guy. Like
No,
Tua's a good dude, right? Like
that's
what
a terrible
like what
comparison, my guy.
but it's true though. But I'm just saying in the scenario of the
I get what
good
you're
guy
saying.
role, right?
Yeah,
Like I can't.
yeah.
And when I hear like a dog, right? Like I think it was you, Anthony, that just said he's productive on the field and he's a dog, right? Well, we already have those guys. We have Javon Holland. He's the same thing. He's a
Yeah,
leader and a dog. We have
yeah,
we have Jalen Phillips. He's a productive player and a dog, right? Like for me, I would just pose the question like this, because I guess what the question was, and I was working, but Wilkins or Jonathan Taylor? For me, I'm going Jonathan Taylor. If Brian Flores was still our head coach, right, a defensive-minded head coach, you by signing Christian Wilkins, that's your key piece. That's saying, hey, defensive guy, defensive-minded football team, I'm going with the defensive guy. Mike McDaniel's an offensive-minded head coach. And I think we all agree Mike McDaniel should be here to build upon, right? That I think that's what we were talking about earlier, the
sure.
consistency from the organization, head coach, everybody just being together, right? If I look at it, and Anthony, now that you say you're my same age, I know Shay, I know Greg's the young one in the group. But remember Dallas? There was a thing called the triplets. It was Troy Aikman, Michael Irving, Emmitt Smith, right? You
Yep.
have two things in place already. You have Tua, you have Waddle. Go get the triplet, right? That's Jonathan Taylor. Let this offensive-minded head coach, let this football team that the identity now is offense, right? Build around those core guys. And listen, I'm not giving Jonathan Taylor 20+ million neither, but if Christian Wilkins was the guy that would be holding up a trade to get a guy like Jonathan Taylor, I'm sorry, bro. Christian Wilkins has to go. That's just for me. Again, I love the player. I love Christian Wilkins, right? I just think for the football team now, especially in an offensive league, like, bro, listen to the stuff. And Shake knows. We always hear it all the time. Well, Christian Wilkins is a disruptor. He grabs Josh Allen's balls. He disrupts Josh Allen. The fact of the matter is, Josh Allen is 8-2 against Christian Wilkins. If that's what you guys are going to tell me about the disruptor, being a disruptor is not winning games.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
Actually, he only Josh he only lost one. He only lost one game to Christian Wilkins.
Yeah, so he's 9-1 in 10 official meetings. And Christian Wilkins has been on that defense every time Josh Allen has played. Every time we play Buffalo, Christian Wilkins is out there. Bro, he's 9-1. Like, I don't want to hear no more of this disruptor. Like, I just don't get it. Shake's heard me say this before.
Yeah.
Like, Christian Wilkins, right, is a tackling machine. Right? Okay, cool. That's what, again, look at the guys that's getting paid that money. They're not just tackling machines. They're coming with sacks. Anthony, I know you'll get this, right? People hate Jerome Baker. And the argument I have with Jerome Baker is, oh, well, he's just a tackling machine, but that's all he does. Well, what are we talking about? Y'all willing to pay Christian Wilkins because he's a tackling machine, but y'all hate Jerome Baker when he's a tackling machine. Like, what?
Hey, real quick, Lewis, though, just real quick. I'm a Jerome Baker guy. I don't understand the hate towards him. He's running shit down.
That's a fact.
Me personally. Hey, Roberts. I like Roberts. People hated on him too, but go ahead.
No, I'm pretty much done, bro. I'm just saying, like, for the people that won't always tell me, well, because they complain about what Jerome Baker's making. That's the only reason I brought up Jerome Baker. Oh, look at the money we're paying him. Oh, well, you hate the money he's making because you say all he does is tackle. All he does, bro, he had 100+ tackles in the last 2 seasons. So he's doing his job, right? So you can't, a person like me, You can't tell me that you hate one man and the money he's making because he's a tackling machine, but then in the same breath, you want to go pay another man because he's a tackling machine. Like, that shit don't work with me. Maybe these other fans, these happy-go-lucky fans, Shake will tell you, bro, I'm not built like that. You know what I mean? You keep it real with me. Keep it 100. I don't want to hear all this fluff bullshit. I don't want to hear when someone farts next to me that it smells like roses. You know what I'm saying? I'm not built like that. Tell me the real, and it is what it is. We'll go from there. And that's why, bro, I'll be honest. Shake texted me earlier saying, hey, I got a special guest on. I'm assuming it was Anthony. He was like, I think you'll vibe with this guy. Just from having these conversations, I already know I could fuck with a nigga like Anthony because he gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be no sugarcoating. And that's just where I am. And bro, again, I love Christian Wilkins. I want him on this football team. Let me be very clear. I just wouldn't pay him the access of 20 plus million. Yeah, that's where I'm at. If you want to give him 17, 18, I ain't got no problem. But 20,
I don't know what he's asking for. But me personally, I'll give him what he wants.
By the way,
you gotta have defense. Listen, what you have to prepare for is Tua not being there. So there has to be some kind of defense. If it was just as easy to plug somebody in, I don't know. I just feel that, man, that shit is important to us, man.
Hey, by the way,
see if Tua makes it. I don't know. Maybe judo helped. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, he's not going to be there. Yeah. You can win a Super Bowl with a good run game, an okay quarterback, and a really good defense. It's been proven.
Yeah, but see, I think, I agree with that. I'm not saying, but
hold on, hey, Lou, let me ask you a question, Lou. Hold up. How do you feel about how Mostert and Wilson ran last year?
I thought they did good. Listen, I'm not shitting on none of our running backs. I think Mostert can get the job done. He's just 31 or 32 years old. You know, there is some concern.
Yeah, you're right.
So I get that argument. But the one thing I would say, right, and see, this is where me and you agree, Ant, because I'm with you. I grew up as a defensive guy. When I coach my sons, whatever, I'm a defensive guy. So I get that perspective. But what we have to understand is just not that kind of game no more. These ain't the days of Jeff Hostetler coming in for the Giants. They have a strong defense, running game, and winning Super Bowls. Bro, we don't live in that late 80s, early 90s, even early 2000s. This is 2023.
Baltimore definitely, Trent Dilfer definitely stepped in for Baltimore if he handled business.
But that team, even that Baltimore team, right? Like, they were great defensively in 2002 or 2000. All I'm saying in 2023, the way the game is, the way the NFL has created, bro, it's an offensive game now. You're not the days of trying to keep a game 17-14. It's a dogfight. You're seeing 11, 12 punts a game. That shit don't exist no more.
No,
like we're in the age. We're in the age of you got to win games at 31-27. You see what I'm saying? 35, 30, 32. Like that's and I'm not saying I agree with it, but I just, I don't think you can win with just defense anymore. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a high, bro. Listen, everybody told me last year the defense, our Miami Dolphin defense was a problem, right? Miami gave up 22, almost 23 points a game last year. Well, so did the Kansas City Chiefs. The difference was Miami's offense only averaged 23 points a game. Do you know what the Kansas City's offense averaged? 29. You see what I'm saying?
I do. But listen, Nick Needham, John, we had a lot of injuries on defense too, though, where maybe it might not have been so bad. Other teams might not have scored as much as us.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. That's definitely a fact.
But I'm with you. They've made the rules to where it's a high-scoring game. People want to see touchdowns. People want to see electrifying offensive plays. They don't want to see a game of chess, but like how it used to be with the Steelers and the Ravens every game. And that's not what attracts people. And so they've made the rules to where it's an offensive game. I agree with you. You're right.
Listen, I think defense is important, but in today's game, I'm just saying I think it's more in an offensive league. And I'm trying to build this offense. Again, if we had Brian Flores here, I would be with that, right?
But we
Like,
got Vic
okay, defense.
Fangio.
Hey, but
I
still,
mean,
listen, I get it. I love Vic Fangio. I think he's going to do great here, right? But the fact of the matter is, he's still not the head coach of this football team. I
man,
think it's a Mike McDaniel-led football team. I think and just look at the way the team is constructed. Like our big-time player, they're offensive guys. Like Tyreek Hill's a $30 million receiver. Jalen Waddle is a number one any other team he goes to. Like Tua Tagovailoa, it's built now. The team is built around the offense. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I just think I would much rather if you told me I would have a team that held a team to 24 points a game or whatever, or I could have a team that's averaging 30. I would take the averaging 30 in today's game because that's what you need to win. You're not
and people got to keep up.
even with Christian Wilkins, and think about we're in the AFC. Like think about even with Christian Wilkins, bro, to be in the Super Bowl where we all want our beloved Miami Dolphins to be, you got to get through people like Patrick Mahomes. You got to get through people like Deshaun Watson. You got to get through people like Justin Herbert. You got to get through people like Josh Allen. Like Burrow, bro. It's like this gauntlet of offensive teams, bro. You just need to put up points. That's our biggest problem. We got to score. If we score, we'll be fine. You see what I'm saying? Like, we got to be able to put points up on the board, man, to compete with the teams that we're competing against in the AFC. Like, I'm not worried about beating Houston or none of these other cupcake teams in the AFC. I'm talking about playing fucking Kansas City, dog. You know what I mean? I'm talking about playing Joe Burrow in Cincinnati, going in there and winning a 35-32 game. You know what I mean?
And we got a schedule like that this year too, where we're playing all them guys.
That's a fact.
Yes,
that's a fact.
I'm with you.
So I don't know, bro. Listen, I'm high on the team anyway. I think, if to be fair, I do think this is an 11 to 12 win football team. I think we definitely have a shot to win the division. But it's going to be a struggle, man. Listen, I know I've been very positive this whole offseason. The Jets have gotten better. There's no doubt. There's no doubt about it. Buffalo, we know what they are. They've been our bullies the past couple of years. But I think this team, I do agree with that. I think that shit is over. I do think that shit is over. But, again, it just has to come on the field. I think on paper, we look very, very good. But paper don't win fucking games.
Nope.
We got to see it on the field. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is, bro. At least for me. Anyway.
Greg, sorry we hogged up the time, Greg. What do you think about what we're talking about?
I'm gonna have to agree with Lewis. I love Christian Wilkins, but if you can get him for a running back, and a running back is not nearly as important as a quarterback, but if we can get Hill, Waddle, Tua, and Taylor on the team, I mean, it's an offensive league nowadays. I mean, we're not winning. I mean, look at our games last year. I don't think we had any games in it was like a 17-10 type game. The rules are all set up for the offense nowadays. I would much rather have a defense is important. Don't get me wrong, but you need an offense in the AFC. You got to keep up with these guys. You got to keep up with Lamar, Burrow, Herbert, Mahomes, Allen. You got to keep up with them, and it is what it is. Even if Tua goes down, you still got to have something. But we'll see what happens. I don't think we're gonna trade for Taylor. I don't see it happening. Would I love to? Let's do it. But again, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I would agree. But I think people are missing because I'll be honest. I do think this Jonathan Taylor trade is going to happen. I really do. Things I've heard through back channels and people I've talked to and people that I know that got confirmation that I know the people they're talking to. I'm higher than 50-50 on it. I can say easily I think it's going to be right now 60-40, maybe even 70-30. But this narrative that's going around like we're going to have to lose play. See, I don't think even if we got Jonathan Taylor, we're not losing Christian Wilkins, especially not this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, we already got Christian Wilkins under control. He's going to be on this team, even if we pull off Jonathan Taylor. And then I hear everybody, well, how are you going to pay everybody and shit? Bro, Emmanuel Ogba will be off the books next year. That's $18 million, right?
Right.
Cedric Wilson will be off the books. That's another $7 million. Bro, you're already at, what, 26, 27 million right there, just alone, right? The moves you can make this year with Keon Crossing and stuff, bro, the money will be there, bro. Like, what are we talking
But then
about?
you got guys. Listen, then you got guys that have restructured their contracts in order to, you know, if it's looking like we can win something. There is those guys, so we got that too.
Bro, 1,000%. Like, you can, bro, again, even if you wanted to, and I don't want to see Xavier go, like, I think Xavier should be a Dolphin for life. But if it
Right.
came down to it, and you really needed to let him go, bro, if you let go of Xavier Howard next year, I think the savings is like 23 million, 24 million. Like, bro, there's ways. Listen, if we're gonna be objective Dolphin fans and take off our aqua and orange glasses at the moment, right? Like, to keep getting better, eventually you got to let players go. New England had a 20-year dynasty. They didn't keep everybody.
No.
The Ravens let go of Terrell Suggs. You know what I'm saying? Like, teams let go of good players, bro. It just happens in this league. But again, like, I love Xavier, but are we building around a 29, 30-year-old corner? I love Christian Wilkins, but are we building around a 28-year-old D tackle? Like, Jonathan Taylor's 23, bro.
Hold up.
Like,
But how do you feel about Greer? Let me ask you this.
I like Greer, to be honest. Listen, there's been some misses. There's definitely been some misses,
but
right?
Nobody's perfect.
But you
ultimately, overall, how do you think Greer is what's up, or do you think we could do better?
No. I think Greer has done a great job again since from 2019 when we tore this thing down, right? From 2019 to where we are now, 4.5, 5 years later. Bro, we got Terran Armstead on this team. We got Javon Holland on this team. We got Tyreek Hill on this team. Like,
Pause. Check this out. Now listen, what you just said about and I'm huge X fan, but let me tell you something. Everybody got all bent out of shape when he got Cam. What do we need another? Listen, we got this guy for a steal, right? Now listen to what you just said. If we have to let go of X in order to free up some money for Jonathan Taylor and to keep Wilkins, but we have to let go of X, we got a guy that could potentially, because we never know until they get on the field, but as it looks, we got a guy that could potentially fill that slot and we'll be okay. With Holland, a young guy that's already on the rookie contract, we got a secondary on the rookie contract where we could pay Taylor and Wilkins and other people. Man, Greer doesn't get – everybody hates on Greer, but as you just said, if we had to get rid of X, we got a guy that can step in his place. It's not like, oh, what are we going to do if we get rid of X? What are we going to – you see what I'm saying? Thank you for somebody finally saying it, man. It's chess, not checkers, man. And this guy's been playing chess, and everybody hates on him. No, it's beyond me. But anyway.
Nah, bro. Hold on. Let me change my headphones. They just died on me. Hold on.
I mean, I like Christopher Greer and the things he has done. The only thing I get mad about is the draft picks. I mean, we obviously, if we can go back in time, it would be different. But it's just a miss on the draft picks and holding on to them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Noah Iguodala, we love Noah. We love trolling about him on Twitter. But my God, if he's not in zone, he sucks. I'm sorry.
Well, where did you miss?
Hold on, real quick.
I'm
sorry. Hold on 1 second. Shout out to Papa Paul with the super chat. What's going on? Thank you, man. And Manny B, what's up? And here we go, man. And of course, my main man, CB83, the legend in the building. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna open it up to people. You know what I'm saying?
Legend. Who's that? Who's that, Shake? I don't know him. Who's that?
You know, CBA3. Yeah, he's the OG of the community. But
I don't know him. My bad.
Hold on, let me ask Greg a question. What draft picks like? Because nobody's perfect. Nobody's.
Let me before he does answer you. I just want you to remember how you looked at him when you said he compared Tua with Christian Wilkins.
Yeah.
Now, that's the same look I gave you when you compared Christian Wilkins to this man. Don't ever say he's got
No. Hold on. Listen now. You know that's my all-time favorite player.
Oh,
And
mine
listen,
too.
I'm gonna break my the shoes I'm having made. I'm gonna break them on. Well, you won't have your
Right.
show, but I'll get Larry K to bring me on so I could put him
Yeah,
on
for
there.
sure.
But let me tell you something. Brian Cox is my all-time favorite player. What I'm saying is Christian Wilkins has that dog in him that Cox and Incognito had.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
willing to go there. He's willing to take it there.
I understand.
You got to have somebody that's willing to say, you know, man, fuck these rules. Joey Porter, the time he played for us was one of my all-time favorite. I'll never forget when we were playing against the Jets and Rex Ryan was over there. The kickoff, the opening kickoff, Jets were kicking the ball off. Joey Porter came off the sidelines and kicked the ball off the tee and got us a flag. Everybody was mad. I loved it, man. I loved it. Where else are you going to see that? You need guys like that on your team, man, that say,
but I'm
man,
just saying,
we're at war. You got to have those guys, man. Everybody can't be kumbaya. You got to have the guys that are like, man, fuck these rules. And sometimes you got to eat that penalty, man, because it fires everybody up. You know, we're in a cancer culture. You know, you got to have guys that are like, man, fuck that, are willing to take it there. That's my. I've always those have always been my favorite players. You know.
Yeah. But I say the only way Christian Wilkins will have Brian Cox in them is if they're inmates in prison. But anyway, that's another story.
God damn, Tim.
But go ahead, Greg.
I can't even say. You know, I can't even say anything to that because I don't want to.
Anyway,
the world done went crazy. So
I know. Yeah.
What I want to say, an NBA player got fined $100,000 for saying in an interview, which is fucking crazy.
Right.
But anyway, go ahead, Greg. What are you saying?
Hold on, Greg. Let me. Greg. What? Now listen. No GM is 100 for 100 on picks.
That's what I'm saying.
What picks did he miss? Look at the picks that he nailed.
Yeah.
In one draft, he had Jalen Waddle, Jalen Phillips, Holland. I mean, this guy's got 3 guys that look like they're going to be potential Hall of Famers or lifetime Dolphins.
Yeah, and you know, Chris Greer. I mean, again, no one hits good on the picks, but like going back at it, you know, like we got 3 first-round picks that could have been pivotal to this team, and like Noah Monogany, you know, great guy. I never met him, but he's a great guy.
Right.
Talent on the board in that pick. We could have had Taylor. You could have even took Robert Hunt. You could have took a Winfield. So many talent. And the same thing at 18, there was talent. And we took Austin Jackson. We reached. I mean, again, that's my only issue is those 2 picks. But outside that, Chris Greer has done great job. I mean, look at the talent. We have found that, you know, Kato Kohu, undrafted. Aubrey Miller, undrafted. Chris Greer, I don't know who he is, but we found him. Yeah. Nick Needham.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk on Lakers all day and Lone Wolf, which is I'm taking Manning B.
Yup.
What's up?
What up, guys?
What's up?
Look, Chris Greer has done a good job again, right? Like no one. I don't think the man should be fired. I don't
Above
think
average.
he should. I don't think he should get the criticism or all the criticism he deserves.
No.
But the one thing I would say, right, is that, yeah, I can't give you that much credit for hitting on Javon Holland. We knew he was going to be a stud. Like, I can't give you all the credit because we knew Jalen Phillips was going to be a stud, right? Like,
we knew. Hold up,
we have
wait
to,
a minute.
We have to be able to acknowledge, right, that at pick 18 in the 2020 draft, you reached for Austin Jackson. Like that's a miss, bro. Like it's okay. Again, you can, bro. What did I tell you, Anthony? Like I love Chris Greer. I'm not saying I think he should be fired, but in the same token, what did I tell you 5 minutes ago? I'm gonna keep it real. Like I'm not gonna tell you that was a great job getting Austin Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna.
His hits far outweigh his misses.
Well, I don't know about that.
Okay, yeah.
He had a huge. Hold on.
Let's just name some players that are solidified top players in their position.
You talking draft only? Because let me tell you, his biggest.
We're talking draft. We're talking draft.
Brian Flores was his biggest miss, and that ruined 3 years of the Miami Dolphins.
Wrong. That's wrong. That's
I ain't even going for that. Hold on. Let me straighten some out. With that. I ain't a Brian Flores guy.
That's
After the
cap.
way he handled his business, after the fact, when he ratted just because things didn't go.
Yup.
Now, I'm not a Brian Flores guy. I'll always say fuck Brian Flores.
Fuck Brian
However,
Flores.
well, hold on. However, when Brian Flores was the coach of this team, man, Brian Flores turned shit around, and Brian
Yeah.
Flores brought us from the goddamn. So I'll never say that he didn't do a good job coaching this team because
Oh,
that'd
he
be
did
a
a
fucking
great
lie.
job.
He did a
coaching.
good job.
He did a
coaching
great
this team, but
job.
his
Now,
character-
how he handled his
character was
business,
horrible.
standing on some man shit, he's on sucker time, and I'll never
Yup,
co-sign
yup.
that shit.
So
But-
that goes into the whole decision of
Nah,
bringing him in.
I can't do that. I can't do that. Because we're talking football. We ain't talking.
I'm not
We
gonna.
ain't talking character. We're
He a
talking
flake.
football.
He a
And the
flake,
man
I
was-
bro.
can't let you. I
He a
can't let
flake.
neither one. I can't let y'all get away with that neither. Hold on. If we gonna kill Brian Flores for snitching, that's fine. But hey, before he snitched, they were
Hold
throwing
on,
that man
hold
under.
on.
They were
It's
throwing.
not just
Hold on.
snitching. It's
Hold
not
on,
just
hold on,
snitching,
hold
bro.
on, hold on. Let Manny, let him cook, and then I'll let
Manny,
you
hold
go.
on. Hold on. Because you the one that brought up when
Yeah.
he did his snitching. You're the one. So don't tell me it's not about snitching. Just
No,
what
it's
you
not
said.
only. It's not only about that.
No.
It's not only about that.
No, but that's the only thing you brought up. And what I'm saying is, did Stephen Ross and Chris Greer handle their situation wrong before he snitched? They were throwing that man under the bus.
No, because they was thrown under the bus. You feel me? They would have never come to
How?
light if Brian Flores would have never
How?
said nothing. Brian Flores should have never opened his mouth. Number one. Number two.
The
Number
man was responding to what they did. Manny,
Dude.
that's where you're wrong.
Dude, number two, Brian Flores, right? He was given a golden opportunity. Like, yo, this team is yours. We'll give you 5 years. All you gotta do is take the under route,
Throwing
bro.
that man
Stop-
under the bus and
stop
smearing
trying to
his
win
name,
games.
trying to
Stop
make this
trying to
man
win
seem
games.
like he was the second coming of the devil. Like, y'all, stop, bro. Stop. Don't sit.
He ruined our
They did-
our chances, bro.
Hey,
They
So
did
let
not
me-
ruin our
Nothing,
chances.
bro.
Hold on.
He
Let
didn't
me
ruin
clear up.
nothing.
Let me clear up, Lou. Let me clear up what I'm saying. My problem with Flores, because I don't have a problem with if you're a square business guy and this doesn't align with your character or your morals that you standing on what you believe in. I'm with that 100%. Okay. This is my thing. Don't wait to do it. Don't come out when you say it and say, I believe in football. These aren't my morals. I don't stand on that. Don't wait to say that until after you're getting fired.
Yes, sir.
Stand
Yes,
on your
sir.
shit
That's a
when
big
it happens.
shit. That's
Now
a
listen,
big
and I
shit.
mean this from the bottom of my heart. When they did the little shit with Brady on the boat, if Flores would have come out right then and said, hey man, I don't get down like this. I don't want nothing to
Yup.
do with it.
Yup.
I would have never had a problem with him. I'd have respected him as a man.
Yup.
Because you know what? That's what you do. You stand on your motherfucking morals.
Yes, sir.
But when
bro.
you act like a vindictive girlfriend and you,
Tell him.
oh, they
Tell
did me
him.
dirty, so now I'll show them. I'm going to tell on
Tell
them.
him.
That's some
Tell
hoe
him.
shit.
Tell him,
Period.
Anthony.
Well,
Point blank.
Tell him, Anthony.
Yeah, and
bro.
that's
my
just
bad.
what it is. Hey, listen, and just
My
for
bad,
every,
El Cap. I didn't see you there. My bad.
okay,
You're good,
sorry.
dog.
That's my whole problem with him.
Yup.
If he
Man,
just
that's what
stood
I'm
on his,
saying.
if he just stood his ground when it happened, and he just said that, I don't give a fuck
Or-
if it had set our team back 3-4
and he
years.
did
Out of
even
respect,
better.
I said, you know what?
Go out like
That's
a
a
man.
stand-up
Go
guy,
out like
and
a
out of
man.
respect,
Keep
to
your
that.
mouth shut.
But hold
You
on,
gotta
but
keep
hold
your
on,
mouth
bro.
shut, bro. You
No,
gotta
no,
keep
no,
your
no,
mouth
no,
shut.
no,
That's it.
hell no. Let me stop y'all right there, cause y'all done got life about fucked up. Stephen Ross was on a fucking boat with Tom Brady, supposedly, right? Right? He got
Allegedly.
Brian Flores
Allegedly.
allegedly. He got Brian Flores to go allegedly to come to that boat, right? Now you
Right.
don't want Brian Flores to clear his name, but when the story broke and all the reports came out, you didn't hear shit about Stephen Ross. You didn't hear shit about Chris Greer. The only name you heard was
I heard
Brian.
it all over. No, sir.
No. All you heard was Brian Flores was trying
No.
to lead this team.
No.
And Brian Flores was trying to what?
That's not what I
Oh,
heard,
we-
brother. I'm gonna keep it real with
All
you
right,
now.
listen. All right,
Hold on,
listen.
hold on. Lou, we done turned this into Keep It Real Radio, so let me keep it real with you. What I saw was
What's up, El Capitan?
Stephen
going on?
Ross
What up,
set up
Paul?
a meeting for lunch on the boat, and to unexpected, Brian Flores was unexpected. When he showed up, Tom Brady was there. The story that I read was that they basically set up the appointment without Flores' knowledge. And when
No,
Flores
yeah,
got there,
right,
Flores
right.
said, "Now I ain't with this," and turned around and walked away.
And
Now
waited
that's
2
peace,
years.
and I
No,
and waited
respect him
2
for
years.
that.
No,
That's
no,
what
no,
I
no,
read.
no, no. No. Stephen Ross had set up the meeting with Tom Brady behind Brian Flores. But Tom Brady wasn't on that boat when Brian Flores got there. Brian Flores got there because Stephen Ross had already had that deal made with Tom Brady. And then he told Brian Flores, hey, come to this boat. I want to talk to you or whatever. Brian Flores didn't know nothing about Tom Brady being there. And then when Brian Flores got on that boat, Stephen Ross said, hey, don't worry. We're going to have a guest. Brian Flores said who? When the Tom Brady name came up, Brian Flores was like, no, I'm out. I'm not built for this. Now we're blaming Brian Flores for that?
No, we ain't blaming him for that. We ain't blaming him for that.
Let me take control here. First of all,
Hell yeah.
Brian Flores isn't on the team anymore. Let's just
Thank
move
you.
on and talk about today's Dolphins. We'll have another discussion, I promise.
We
Let's
talk
talk
about
about today's
Manny's
Dolphins.
the one that brought him up.
But
I understand, but
Hold on.
I agree.
But we're talking
Listen,
about Chris
I understand,
We're
but
talking about Chris Greer.
let's just move on forward with
Shakes, hold on, Shakes. Let's be fair. Hold on, because Papa Paul been sitting patiently, and Greg, and I can't read everybody else. Let's just hear their.
Capitan.
Let's just hear Capitan, peace to you. Let's just hear everybody's opinion real quick before we move on, because they might have something they want to say, and it wouldn't be fair if we just me and Lou ran the show and then they don't get there. So let's hear Papa Paul, since he's the OG. Let's hear his opinion on the on the fact of the matter.
On Flores, I could care less. That's past.
Yeah, exactly.
Past is past.
Okay, fair enough. Greg. Greg feels the same way. Okay.
All right, now that's kind of why I really wanted to move it on, because I seen everybody was like, let's talk about something else. So
okay,
I
sorry.
mean, I feel you. That's just a bad Chris Greer decision to bring him in.
Mhm.
You brought in a flake.
Let's talk about. All right, listen, Manny. Let's talk about Chris Greer's decisions from a player, not a coaching.
All I know is that Flake with less talent had the same record as the coach now had with nothing but talent. Let's talk about that.
And
Since you want to call him a flake.
No, he wasn't a flake. He was a great coach. He was a great coach. I will never call him a flake. I never said that now.
Go ahead, Lakers all day. Go ahead. What you want to say real quick?
He a flake because he waited until he got fired to bring up situations out like a little flake.
Hey, Manny, I would be able to call you a flake because I haven't seen
Manny,
you in
what's
7
her name,
months. Where
dog?
you been
What'd
at?
she do to you, dog?
Where you been at, Manny?
What's her name,
Where you been
Manny?
at?
What she really did to you, dog?
Since you want to call people flakes, where you been at for the past 7 months, Manny? You flaking? You flaking out here, Manny?
So you want to know the truth? You want to know the truth? I just had a baby, bro. My baby 5 months old right now.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
My baby 5 months old, bro.
Congrats,
Manny,
bro.
you got a little one.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Boy,
Little baby girl.
What?
Little
Little
girl.
girl. You
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Yep, that's where I've been. But I'm back.
I got. Hey, listen. I got 4 kids and a 80-hour-a-week job, and I'm still in this motherfucker. I don't know what you talking about.
Damn.
How old are your kids though? That was a newborn.
I got.
Lou's got kids in college, and he got kids in diapers. That motherfucker's spread out.
Right. I got 19, 17, 8, and 4. I don't know what you're talking about. And work 80 hours a week, and I'm on these goddamn panels every goddamn day. Sounds like a flake to me.
I talk to Lou.
I don't know what y'all niggas
in the
talking
morning
about.
at work. Lou's at work until 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes. That son of a bitch hustles.
All right, man. So what do you guys think of the up and coming season, man? That's what I really want to talk about.
Hey, I love
Super Bowl.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
I think Jonathan Taylor guarantees a Super Bowl victory. That's what I think.
Yeah.
We guarantee that
Go get
anyway.
that man.
Hey,
We out
that
guaranteed anyways, bro.
Yeah, we are. But hey, you know what I'm saying? What Lewis was saying about, him. I mean, what Lewis was saying about Wilkins and probably, trading away X. I'm all with it, you know what I'm saying? Because X is getting old, you know what I'm saying? And Wilkins, he's a top talent, but you can always get a Christian Wilkins in the draft, you know what I'm saying? And and if we can get a dude like JT, then I feel like we need to go get
JT. You could always get a JT. You can't always get a Wilkins.
What
You done lost your
You
mind. You done lost your mind.
Wilkins ain't no top. Look, Wilkins ain't.
Wilkins.
That's one thing I disagree with you, Anthony. Is that I don't think Wilkins is top 5 in his position.
You need to check them stats, then, my brother, because you're sadly mistaken. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
So you saying he's better than himself? He's better than
for themselves, man. He's top 3.
And what?
Check the stats
And who?
and everything. I mean, he might be
Sacks?
missing sacks. Listen, like Lou said, and I'll agree with Lou on that. Sacks, he might be lacking. Check everything else. He's top 3.
but running
He's
back is less
leading the
valuable.
league in a few stats. And
Running
you can
back is
just
less
check that.
valuable.
You can just check that, and
I
I'll
doubt
stand
it.
on that 100%.
Hey,
Yeah, but
I'm not
running back is
mean-
less valuable right now, man.
Would
What
y'all?
was the last? What was the last running back that carried his team to a Super Bowl? Whereas
There ain't
we
none.
had
what was the
where-
last
hold on.
defensive tackle that carried their team to a Super
Aaron
Bowl?
Donald.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah,
And-
he ain't no
and he's
Aaron
number
Donald. He
2
ain't no
behind
Aaron
Donald.
Donald.
Okay.
He ain't no
Listen,
Aaron
either
Donald.
he's
I can
one-
tell you
I'm just
that.
saying,
Either he's 1 or
position-wise,
2 behind Donald in almost all stats. Check
and
the
I'm just saying,
stats.
but position-wise,
All right,
Wilkins
name a
is a
stat.
much
Name
more
a stat.
valuable
Come on, name a
position.
stat. I'll look it up. I'll put it in. I'll share
Look
it on
up
the screen.
Tackle for loss.
just
No,
look
no,
up his
name
stats.
that
Listen,
one.
I don't have
Tackle for
access
loss.
right now because I'm on
No,
my phone.
I'm gonna look it up right
everything
now.
is-
Go ahead,
Tackle
look
for
it
loss.
up.
Take money.
What,
Take
name-
money.
Everything
one.
is so cut and
Tackle
dry.
for loss.
What's more valuable
for loss.
Hey,
to our
let me ask
team,
you a
a
question.
defensive tackle?
Name-
or
name-
running back?
name-
Hey, hold on. El Capitan's trying to answer the question.
Listen, who's more valuable to our team? Would it be a star-studded running back on this
That's
team
a
currently
fact.
presented, or a fucking or a defensive tackle?
A
First of all,
star-studded
That's the
defensive
real
tackle.
question.
A
Star-studded running
star-studded.
back.
Don't talk down on Christian Wilkins like that,
Listen,
man.
Yeah,
I-
you know what I'm
I-
saying?
you're
Because he's a
capping.
star-studded
Studded running
defensive
back.
tackle, for one.
Yeah.
For
If you
two-
think fitting the gap and on runs is star-studded, then I don't know how to tell. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Yo,
Stacking up the stats on assisted tackles and tackles ain't
Hey, man,
really, ain't
but
giving
it's
me a
energy,
woody,
too.
dog.
He bring that
Match-
energy, bro.
match
He bring that
Mostert's
energy.
average per carry against the top running back in the league last year. Do that.
I mean, if you're gonna ride with Mostert as the guy to carry the load, I'm not saying we can't be effective. I'm saying to put us over the top.
Shit,
Bro,
I'm good with Gaskin
If
and
you
Knox,
run the
bro.
ball, listen, the problem isn't Mostert. The problem is McDaniel. He's the one that implements the game plan.
We
Yep.
were only
Come
6
on,
carries
man.
short.
When Mostert,
We were
did you
only
guys
6
watch the
right.
games
carries-
last
You
year? When
we were
Mostert
only
got the
6
ball, he was
carries
running
short of
5,
the
6
league
yards
average.
easily every fucking carry. Do you guys watch the games? Because if you did, you'd see he rushed like an animal, and then they'd stop running the ball and they'd pass. Check his average yard per carry against the best back in the league last year.
Anthony, I get you, right? Now, let me ask you this, Anthony, right? Because I listen, I agree with you about Mostert, and I agree that it was more McDaniel not giving him the ball, right? I get all that. But if Raheem Mostert, Anthony, is averaging 4.9 yards a carry, basically 5, right? What do you
Right.
think Jonathan Taylor averages?
When
lot
he
more than
played,
that.
not a lot more than that. Just check his stats last year. Put the stats
Jonathan
together.
Taylor
Right.
averaged 5
Bro,
points.
Right.
bro,
Here we
in
go.
11
How
games,
long has hold up? How long has Taylor been in the league? Because I honestly don't know.
This
2
is
years?
his
years.
fourth year.
3
This is
years.
his 4th year coming up.
It's
Yeah,
his
3
4th year
years.
coming up.
His rookie year, he had he had a little bit over 1,100 yards. His second year, he led the league in rushing with 1,800 plus
Come
Which
on,
is
yards,
man.
that's beast mode. Beast mode.
plus
Okay.
360 yards receiving, so 2,000 yards from scrimmage, right?
I'm with
All
that.
right,
And,
whoa,
That's
and
nice.
last year with the 28th ranked offensive line, so a bottom fed offensive line, in 11 games he had over 800 yards rushing.
I'm with that 11 games because I know he missed
games.
a few games last year, so that's nice.
Yeah,
Right.
they had a foot
That's
in.
nice.
So think about it, bro. If he plays 17, that easily is turning into 1,400 yards. Now
Agreed.
imagine,
I'm with you. I'm
But
agreeing.
now
is
imagine,
it worth 18
now
million?
imagine with Tyreek Hill, Jalen
Yes.
Waddle, this offense being explosive. Now you're adding a 13, 14, 1,500 yard back in the backfield
But is it-
behind that.
Okay.
worth 18
Now
million
let me
without
ask you this. Them years you named, who'd you have? Phillip Rivers was a quarterback in one of them years. Who was the quarterback before that? Because I don't know. Brissett? Who was the quarterback before that?
No.
Brissett.
His
It was
18.
Brissett.
Ryan?
No. 2 years ago, his starting quarterback was Carson Wentz.
Oh
And
yeah,
the man had
Trash.
and the man
Trash.
and the
Hold
man
up.
had
Trash.
1,800 yards.
Okay,
Yeah, he's
yes.
trash.
When
That's what I'm saying.
when they're just feeding him the ball, I'm with you on that. That's real now. And listen, like Barry Sanders, the people game plan to stop Barry and they couldn't. If you're good, you're good. So they obviously knew we just got to stop Taylor and they couldn't. I'm with you on that. However, the amount of carries he had to amass them yards He's not going to have them carries because, you wear defenses down. Anybody knows football. If you're a running back, you got to wear them down. You'll make them breaks. We got players that he's not going to get the ball like that. We're not the fucking Carson Wentz Colts. He's not going to get the ball like that.
Yeah.
He's not.
Nope.
Carson Wentz should go to the XFL, by the way.
I mean, I'm just saying. And who else? When Phillip Rivers came to the Colts, he was washed. So of course he's going to amass some yards there. It's just like who did they have at receiver? Who did they have at? They had a decent tight end. I'm not going to act like I knew the whole roster, but I know their shit wasn't. They didn't have great receivers like we have. We have two great receivers.
Didn't Kansas City win a Super Bowl with Damian Williams?
Bro, listen, they won a Super Bowl with Pacheco. Come
you know
on,
what
man.
I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you.
Bro, Kansas City has fucking Patrick Mahomes.
They do. And they got Travis Kelce. And they got Travis Kelce.
Do you think with Travis Kelce and Pacheco, if let's just say for the sake of argument, you throw Matt Ryan in Kansas City, you think Travis Kelce and Pacheco are winning that Super Bowl?
No, I don't.
So don't feed me none of these guys, bro. The reason they're winning Super Bowls is because Patrick Mahomes stopped.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
And the reason we're gonna win is because of Tua, bro.
How? Well, that shit.
Go ahead, Anthony. What you gonna say?
That's funny.
Hey, that shit was funny.
Yo,
you're like,
I'm
okay.
with Taylor. Get us a good running back to alleviate the pressure on Tua. And then let Tua air that bitch out when and it'll help. When you bring them guys in from the upfield and they have to stack the box, Waddle's gonna eat, Hill's gonna eat. It's just what it is. However, we don't have the coach isn't implementing that. I'm sorry. I'm just a real, like you said, I'm a realist. I watched the games last year. Goddamn Mostert and Wilson were running that fucking rock, man. Nobody could tell me different. And then they'd abandon the run and they'd start passing. And that's when Tua was taking unnecessary fucking hits because our line isn't the greatest. And he was throwing picks. And all that happened because they didn't want to run the fucking ball. But when we ran the ball, we ran it efficiently. Why the fuck did they stop running the ball, man? They passed to open the run. That shit was ass backwards. That's just
we'll see.
Yeah,
McDaniel said he was going to fix
now
that.
Too.
McDaniel said he was going to work on that.
That's what the Patriots did all these years before. Listen, when they were winning the fucking Super Bowls and back-to-back Super Bowls, the Patriots used the pass to open the run. They didn't have an elite running back ever. Not ever, but recent years. But Gray, come on, these guys were.
Hey, but guess what though? But guess who they had? They had Tom Brady, right?
Right.
And we got Tua, bro.
Thank you. It's opposite. So you have to use the pass to open the run. That's the traditional way. You have to, and listen, Mahomes, like Lou said, Mahomes, you got Mahomes. So Pacheco and Williams and Damian, listen, these guys, they have the pass to open the run. We don't have that luxury. Sorry, we tried it last year. That shit failed.
We don't got that QB.
We don't have
the problem, bro.
So you got to use the run. But we had running backs that were running the rock, and we abandoned
the number one passer rating.
It's not our running backs. It's McDaniel was the problem last year.
Yep. Our quarterback was great, bro. Number one passer rating, number 3 QBR, bro.
Oh my God.
Number 3 QBR, bro.
We have a Tua, man. We have a Tua, right?
Yeah.
Manny, you need to go somewhere and sit down, bro. Take a nap. Bro. Go do something.
I'm good, bro.
Man, talking about we good out here.
Hey, I like Manny though, man. I like Manny.
We good out here, bro. If you don't think we're good out here, bro, then we ain't gonna win. You just thinking we're gonna lose.
No, we don't think that. But we're just saying.
Well, we good. We good. Is what I'm saying. We good. Everybody we got, we don't need nobody else right now. We good right now.
What freaking Anthony said about, the last year that changed, like the freaking Pats had Tom Brady and Lewis talking about, Kansas City had Patrick Mahomes. It's true. You know what I'm saying? To be great, you have to have these elite quarterbacks.
You're right. Mm-hmm. You're right. And we got that, bro. You know what QBR and passer rating means, bro?
I know what that means, bro. But you're looking at QB ratings and freaking stats, bro. You're not looking at what's happening on the field, bro.
Okay. I mean, the only thing that I see is that he can't stay healthy. If he could stay healthy, we good, bro.
Well, I was about
else
to ask you that.
bro.
And, I was about to ask you that, Manny. Do you know does Tua know what a 17-game schedule looks like?
You right? I mean,
Stop telling
we
me.
don't.
Stop telling
You're
me
right.
about
You're right.
QBR. Stop telling me
You're
about
right.
QBR and passer
You're right. We
rating.
gotta.
Does he know what
So that's why
17 games
don't
looks like?
that's why
matter,
we
bro.
need Mike McDaniels, like Anthony was saying, to run the ball to protect our quarterback, bro. It was Mike McDaniels.
He knows
And you
what
know how you
17 games
protect
with
your
that
running
now.
back? You go get a 23-year-old thoroughbred that's ready to run people over.
We
That's how you
good. You
protect.
just gotta run the ball, bro. We ran the ball the least amount than any team last year. The least, bro.
And
All
our
we gotta do is
running backs average the most yards per carry.
that's
How
what I'm
stupid
saying,
does
bro.
that sound?
Yo, we good with bro. We good. Even if we didn't have Mostert or Wilson, we good with Ahmed and Gaskins, bro.
Wait,
We
what?
good. We good, bro.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yo,
Now,
we are
I gotta
good,
step,
bro.
I
I
gotta,
can't do this.
I gotta step in there on this.
Hey,
We're
we
good.
doing
Go
we
ahead.
doing timeouts. We doing timeouts out here, Shake. We
Nah,
doing
we don't do
got
timeouts.
to.
timeouts here.
We should.
No, wait, time him out. Go ahead.
I gotta step in.
Go ahead. Let my man Papa Paul. Go ahead. You got the floor, my brother.
Because I only have about 25 minutes before I got to
Yeah,
go
we
to the Zoom
closing this thing at 9 anyways. I mean, yeah.
meeting. But Gaskin's on his way out, buddy.
Yeah,
Gaskin's on his way out. He's
bet you he
gone.
gets picked up.
Not by us. He's
Okay.
gone from us. So how can he be a running back, first of all? Second of all, football is a pussy game these days. It is nothing like it used to be. Guys would play with broke arms, broke foot,
Broke fingers.
broke
Cut your
fingers.
pinky off.
Yep.
Well, not only that,
Papa, that's why Tua, right? When he got a concussion, what did he say? He's like, nah, it's just my back. Let me play, coach. When he got
Because he was
hurt,
lying.
because
He
he
was
wants to
lying,
play
bro.
because he's
This
a
dude was
dog.
lying.
Because he wants to play
He's
through
not a
injuries. He knows
dog. That dude was lying.
bro, he's a dog, bro.
Straight up
He's a
lying.
dog.
Hold on.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
If
Hey,
he's
listen.
lying-
Once hold on, Papa. If people start cutting off, I'm gonna put you in the back. So go ahead, Papa. Floor's all yours. You can
First
continue.
of all, if he was lying, then why did he even say one in the Green Bay game? He doesn't even remember doing half the plays that he did. That was shit plays.
Because they already took him out anyways. That's why.
No, they didn't take him
The,
out.
co- the next
They
day.
took him
The
out
next day.
after. Yes.
After. That's what I'm saying. The next day in the film room,
But
he was like,
he should have said something before that. He should have said something before that he did not know what was going on. He wasn't right.
if he would have said that, then he wasn't gonna play. And like you said, it's a pussy league. He ain't trying to be a pussy. He wants to
No.
play, so he's gonna lie.
No. If you know something is wrong and you're doing things that you know is wrong, take yourself out. That's not a pussy. That's being a man there.
All right. So it goes both ways where you're talking
No.
about. So either you play through injury or you don't. Which one is it?
Yeah, but first of all, there's a
You're
difference
not
between a
getting
hand injury and a mental injury.
Word.
Word, exactly.
I mean, to you, but if it's happening to
I
you,
mean,
in
to
the,
you,
in the,
I mean, dude, you could play without a you could play football with a hurt hand, but if your brain goes, forget about it. You ain't doing nothing, let alone playing football.
okay. I mean, if
You could
if you have a headache, he ain't trying to be out there and be like, yo, coach, my brain is fuzzy. I'm woozy, coach. No, he's trying to play, bro.
What the hell is going on here?
I don't know, bro.
He's digging himself deeper.
I ain't digging nothing, bro. Y'all are trying to throw all this dirt on this man when this man is doing everything he can to play. He just wants to play.
I know he's doing everything he can during the off season, and that's fine. But he still has to prove himself. Any man in his right mind, if he's doing things that he knows is not right, and that's hurting the team, he's going to pull himself.
Papa Paul. So when you're in boxing, right, and you get down, right, what do? You got 10 seconds to. You're talking what? I'm talking about men, bro. I'm talking about men.
No,
and when you're
you're talking
woozy,
about
you
two
fight through it, bro.
different
You
sports,
fight through
man.
it, but you fight through it. It's a head injury. I'm talking about head injuries.
You don't fight through it. What? You talking about boxing?
I'm talking about boxing, MMA. When you get hit, when you get lumped up, bro,
Dude,
you don't try to go down and say, I can't fight no more.
If the referee sees you have
Unless you're Ryan Garcia.
You stumbling. He's gonna call.
You're
the
right,
fight.
unless you're
What are
Ryan
you talking
Garcia.
about?
Because Ryan Garcia's a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, I see now. As far as getting
I like Manny.
I am if I really want Taylor, I'm going to give them Wilkins, Gaskin, and Cedric Wilson, and then we got Taylor.
They don't want that. That's not worth enough for them. They don't want that.
Wait, they want a first-round pick or equivalent of,
Which is Christian Wilkins for the record.
Yeah.
It might not even be a. It might not. But see, wrong. They don't. It's not that they want a first. Bro, again, everybody. You know what? You know what's kind of funny to me? Everybody talks about what they want, right?
But as I
You
said,
guys,
Lewis, as I said, or equivalent of. It doesn't have
could
to
be a second. It could be a second. It could be a third. It could be whatever. It could be multiple picks.
Yes,
and then again, everybody tells me, well, he wants $18 million a year. Well, guess what I want? I want to go hit the fucking lottery. Does it happen?
Exactly.
Nope.
Exactly.
Like what are we?
And just like Dalvin Cook, we ain't gonna get him.
That's not the case. Well, I wish I could say some of the shit.
Oh my God.
Why can't we have nice things, bro? Why can't we microwave this, man? Why can't we microwave it?
Because Manny says we're already good, Cap. We're all good.
He said we all
There's
good.
no damn problem. We're fine. We're over here.
Manny, we're
We
not
got
going
Miles
to
Gaskin.
tomorrow, bro.
So
He got the best O-line.
So last year, hold on, we had a top 10 offense, bro. I know you don't like stats. We had a top 10 offense with a bottom of the pack defense.
And we were fighting to get in the playoffs. We were fighting to not have the worst record in NFL history, the worst collapse, bro.
When?
We can go either way with this.
Yep, I hear you, but did we? We didn't have the worst collapse. We made it. We scored.
We were one game from coming. We were one game away. If we would have lost that game, from having the worst collapse in NFL history. That's a fact.
Okay, and we were also 30 points in the playoffs versus 33 points. Our defense couldn't hold the team.
The defense helped you in that game to get you in that playoff game against the Jets with giving up only 3 points.
Okay, you're talking about the Jets, bro.
You guys didn't give credit to Scott for that game. You sure as hell didn't give credit to the defense for that Jets game.
The Jets ain't been in the playoffs for 20 years, bro. You're talking about the Jets? We struggled against the Jets.
Bro, that defense was top 3, Manny. Stop it.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Hold on. Wait a minute, guys. Papa Paul, you had something to say?
Okay. First of all, he said the defense was in the bottom half. The defense was never in the bottom half.
We're in the bottom five. Bottom 5.
No, we were not.
Yes, we were.
2 years ago, we were top 5 in that defense with Flores, bro.
I'm not talking about 5 nothing years ago. I'm talking about last year, bro.
Last year we were in the top 15.
2 years ago, we were top 5, bro. What do you think we were last year? We were not last. We were like in the mid. We were top 20. I give you that. We were not last, though.
Shake, look it up, Shake. Show it on the screen, Shake.
All right.
Hold on. Let's hear Papa Paul. Let Papa Paul, because he only got limited time. Papa Paul only got limited time. Let's hear Papa Paul. Go ahead, Papa.
Points and do points.
You just don't know how to shut the fuck up, do you?
I guess not. I'm just not letting bullshit ride. I'm not letting bullshit ride.
Hey, Manny, go ahead.
Well, then you should take your happy ass off the panel then.
I'm good. Just like the Dolphins.
Okay.
But anyway, go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm trying to.
We were top 15 defense. Our offense was in the top 10 at one point until the latter end of the year. They did not hold on to that top 10 in the latter end of the year. Now, we almost beat Buffalo with a third-string quarterback. And our defense held us in that game. Our defense, if it wasn't for our defense, it would have been a wipeout.
Fact, bro. 7 turnovers, a fumble recovery for almost a touchdown. Wait, did we get a touchdown too?
33 points. They scored 33 points. How is that holding us in anything, bro?
Bro, we stopped them. That could have been 50-0, bro.
Okay, but it was still 30.
Manny, you got to give credit to the defense, bro. Come on, bro.
A smidgems of credit.
Okay. Now, here's what I got to say, Manny. The Dolphins are good. You say the Dolphins are good the way they are. Well, I'm 4'11", 110 pounds, and that's just my third fucking leg.
Okay, and what does that do for
damn.
Miami Dolphins is not good right now. They are great on paper, but they have a lot to prove still.
Okay.
So we got
Okay.
a lot to prove, not just on paper.
And that's Papa saying that, bro. And that's Papa
So-
saying that.
So last
Bottom. Look,
year
bottom.
our defense was ranked right here 24th.
Yeah, we were in the mid.
That's not middle, dog. That's not no middle. That's bottom, bro.
It's not
24,
last.
But hey, listen, hold on though. That's what Papa Paul said. We at the latter end of the year when we had our two, we had Teddy throwing interception after interception, Skylar in there, and we couldn't keep our defense off the field. Is when we slacked. I get what Papa Paul's saying. That didn't happen until Tua went out and our shit
Damn,
became
hold
a
on.
mess.
Go, where
When
we
Tua
at
was
there?
in there, our defense. I'm agreeing with Papa Paul. Papa Paul's
Where
right.
we at? Where we at? Look at that. We look at yards.
Let's call it what it is, though. Our defense was on the field a fucking lot at the latter part of the
bro.
year.
How are we
Yeah.
gonna have a top
that's-
five
we're-
defense
we're-
2 years
we're
ago?
15.
Papa Paul's right,
We're
though. I'll give him
15.
that. Papa Paul's
we were
right.
ranked
So,
15.
Anthony,
We were
Anthony,
ranked
you're right.
15.
Yes,
We
sir.
was on the field. Tell me how many times we had
Hey,
3 play drives go for touchdowns because of the
Tell
deep
me-
pass.
Listen, though, tell me how many times we had our
Not
backup
many.
quarterback, Teddy Bree, come in and throw
Bunch of times.
interception. Skylar come in, throw interception. We go 4 and out. We go 4 and out. That's when our defense dropped into that part. Papa
Yep.
Paul's right. Our defense
Can I
our
contest?
defense
Got
was
it.
better than those stats show. I
Can,
gotta
can
agree
I
with you.
attest? Can I attest
yeah.
what Manny was talking about? Manny, can you tell me how many 3 play drives we gave up on defense? Can you tell me?
Nope.
Exactly, because you're just talking shit that you have no idea about.
I can tell you about the offense though, and our defense. I mean, there was even worse. I wish that there was 3 plays and out.
This
'Cause I
is
could tell you
coming
they-
from
they
a guy
never
who
did-
wanted to sign Mike
never did-
Gesicki, bro.
They never did 3 and outs, bro. They was getting.
This is
time
coming
of
from a
possession.
guy who wanted to sign Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, for the low. I wasn't saying to just pay him everything like
Hey,
You
hey,
know?
hey, Shake,
No,
hey,
Mike
Shake,
Gesicki,
watch
Mike
this.
Gesicki
Hey,
was that guy. I'm
hey,
with you, Manny.
I like
that.
I would have
Now watch
signed
this.
Gesicki too, Manny. I'm with
but not
Manny
for,
on
Hey,
that.
not for
Me
9
too.
mil.
Watch this.
Not for 9 mil.
Hey, watch this. Watch this right here. Manny says this defense was horrible. Manny says this defense never cost 3 and outs. They never did nothing. Manny, I just want you to know, I was at beautiful Hard Rock Stadium last year when we played the Minnesota Vikings. That
Man, I was
Minnesota
there
Vikings
too,
team-
Lou. I
Hey,
ain't seen it.
congrats. Hey, bet this up. Now Anthony can verify what I'm about to say then, right?
The first half. The first half we did great.
First of all, I'm not talking about a half. I'm talking about 4 quarters. And in 4 quarters, with Kirk Cousins, that Kirk Cousins consistently throws for 4,000 yards, 30-plus touchdowns. Again, Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the league, with a running back like Dalvin Cook. Do you know that Miami Dolphin team held the Minnesota Vikings to 11 3 and outs?
With
what was
Teddy
the score?
Bridgewater,
What was the
with
score?
Teddy Bridgewater
What
throwing
was the
pick
score?
after pick
That
after
was the
pick.
number one
That-
offense too. That was the number one
That
offense at the time.
defense, that defense that Manny said is trash held Minnesota to 11 3
And
and
what-
outs.
Okay,
Yep.
and,
What
and, the,
happened?
and the Minnesota. What,
Thank
where
you.
did they play?
That offense,
And-
that
and-
top
and-
10 offense that you're telling me about, Manny, didn't get enough points on the board
What
to win
playoff?
that game
What
that the
playoff
defense
position?
showed
What
up.
playoff position did the Minnesota Vikings finish at? What was it?
The number 1 seed in the NFC or number 2 seed in the NFC. The hell are you talking about?
Number 3.
Bro,
That's
go
real
take
now.
a nap somewhere. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.
So tell me what was the
Yeah,
halftime
but-
score of that game?
Thank you, Lewis.
Because you're talking
By the
about
way,
one
this
game.
is
We were
talking
in
about
that
one
game to the end. We were in that game to the end. Now it wasn't no blowout, so I
But
don't know what.
we was smoking them in the beginning of the game.
Hey, by the
And
way,
they
I don't
come
know
back
about
up.
smoking
What the
them.
hell?
Hey,
We're not
but
supposed
to
to
Manny,
learn
hold on. To
What's
Manny,
not
hold
a
on.
trouble,
To Manny's
John?
defense, Mike Gesicki, Lou. How many touchdowns did Gesicki had that game against Minnesota?
He had
See?
2.
He was putting in
Probably
work. He was putting in major work that game.
hold
That
on, real
was
quick,
the only
Papa
2 he
Paul.
had all season. Come
Paul, real
on,
quick.
Paluch. Paluch,
Check
oh,
this
come
out.
on, bro.
Hold on, guys. You know how Pete is the anti-Tua, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Negative.
Yeah. This is the pro. Manny is the pro Tua Pete.
I'm not, yeah,
That's
no,
how you
it's
right
not,
about
bro.
that.
I just
And
because I know
doesn't how
Tua
to
has his
shut
flaws.
up and
Here's the difference between me and Pete. To Pete, Tua has nothing good about him. To me, Tua's good, bro, but he has flaws. He definitely has flaws.
But neither one of you know how to shut the fuck up.
Okay, that's cool, bro. You know, that's the 3rd time you said that, and you finally got a good laugh out of it. You finally got a good laugh out of it.
You know what though? It's because you don't let anybody else speak.
I am. You guys have all spoke. Lou just told me about the Vikings. Anthony went back.
And
You're just upset about what I'm saying, bro, and it's bothering you.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
It's bothering you. That's why you're talking all that shit.
I'm too fucking old to get upset over that little shit.
Okay, well, you're you
know, it's just
you sound mad. Look at you.
Just like that. I can't even get a word in edgewise without you starting to jump in and speaking before anything is said. Pete does the same thing. You don't let anybody finish out what they're saying before you start jumping in. You know, it's ridiculous how you two are so much alike, just in opposite ways.
Okay, you see, you stop talking, and that's when I jump in. Is that when you pause for too long, I'm gonna jump in, bro. If you take too long to think, I will talk.
Oh, a half a second pause sometimes is too long. I'm sorry. I'm slow.
Yep. So that's why I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak, bro.
Okay.
No,
You must not be on the panels enough, because sometimes nobody could get a word in, bro. I'm getting my words in, and I'm not saying nothing about your opinion that you guys are trash and you guys are silly and all this crap that you're talking. You know, at least I'm being respectful. When you're slow, I'm gonna talk, because when it's silent airways, that's not good shows. So when it's silent, I'm gonna build the airway. I'm gonna take over the airway. You see how you're trying to talk over me? You see how you're trying to talk over me? Let me finish too. Go ahead.
Okay, listen here, fucking cocksucker. Talking over people where everybody starts talking and yelling at each other is not a fucking good show either. You know, it doesn't work like that. You got to give people a chance to finish your stuff.
You cocksucker.
That old man came out of Paul real quick.
I enjoy a good bull dick once in a while.
I bet. I bet. I can tell.
You know, they make the best whips in the world.
Yeah.
You didn't know bull dick is actually about 4 foot long, did you, brother?
I bet you know a lot about dick and whips.
Okay. Anyway,
yep, sure you would. Yep.
All right, let's stop talking about dicks and whips and all that stuff. Let's start talking about dolphins again. Thank you.
So anyway,
you guys got me sweating.
That's not this kind of panel, unfortunately.
That's why he got to get up at 9 so he could go look at that panel.
Oh man. But anyway, it was good to have you guys on, man. And like I said, I think this was productive.
It was entertaining.
But no, man, I appreciate everybody coming on here, man. Larry K is going to be back next week. He had some things he had to take care of, but you know, when he's not able to make it, you know, he's got me to you know, drive the ship. So
best wingman ever. Shout out to Shakes.
Oh yeah, man.
Shake Money, you are the man.
Thank you, Shake Money.
I appreciate your.
Hey Lou, you're on Facebook, Lou.
Hey, by the way, man.
No.
He on Twitter.
Hey,
I gotta keep in touch with you, Lou. I gotta keep in touch with you throughout the season, man.
Oh, for sure. I think Shake Money must have your contact information and stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Tell Shake, you know what I mean? We'll swap info and stuff, because like I said, bro, I even mess with Manny, you know what I mean? I fuck with Manny too. Bro, listen, sometimes I come off aggressive, sometimes, you know, look, my logo says it all. It's the rabbit dolphin, you know what I mean? I'm gonna come at people's neck. But at the end of the day, bro, we're all family, we're all brothers, we all root for the same goddamn team.
We're all here for the same thing. Yes, sir.
Right.
I just want to win, man.
Hell yeah. But no, listen, tomorrow
you still need a nap. You still need a goddamn nap, Manny. I am a little
tired. I'm a little tired.
Tomorrow, hold on, guys, real quick. Tomorrow I'm on the Smoke Lounge with my man Lewis there. We're gonna do. I'm putting together a panel. But anyway, listen. Just today I finalized a date. It's gonna be a pre-recorded episode, but I am going to be doing offensive lineman. I did wide receiver 101, and this is gonna be offensive lineman 101 with Richmond Webb Tuesday, the first week of September. It's gonna be a pre-recorded episode, but it's gonna air, we're gonna air it the day after in the Smoke Lounge. So Lewis is gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. We're gonna do an hour interview with my man Richmond Webb.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey, y'all stay backstage, man. When the show ends, y'all don't leave. Stay backstage. We'll chop it up a little back there before we go head over to Papa Paul.
Well,
You-
no,
no,
it's not my show's not.
Oh, that's
tonight,
that's
Louis.
tomorrow night. That's tomorrow
Yeah.
night. You're right.
No, I got a Zoom meeting for my Helping Hands Incorporated tonight. I got to deal with.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, by the way, Anthony, I'm gonna send you the link to his channel because he does a channel on Wednesday nights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Papa Paul, your helping hands. Is there some way I can subscribe to that or donate to that or anything?
It's on Facebook. It's WCFL Helping Hands Incorporated.
Okay.
I do have a Dolphins DCC team, so you can donate to the DCC team if you want to.
Absolutely.
You can also. I also have a PKD, polycystic kidney disease team. We're doing a 2-mile walk on Fan Club weekend.
Okay.
So you can message me through Facebook and talk to me about it.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Shakes send me your Facebook stuff so I can link up with you there, and any way I could help you out.
I'll invite you. I'll send you the invite.
Yeah, please
to the West
do,
Coast.
please do. I'd love to donate to all of Papa Paul's
Yeah, for sure, man.
everything
Yeah,
he's
no
got
problem.
going.
I appreciate it. We just finished a raffle. I had 100 spots at $5 a spot for a Bob Greasy framed jersey.
Nice.
We just finished that up today. I'll be having more framed jerseys about doing the same thing, but I got shirts, patches, stickers, and magnets, and all that. I'll be selling that tailgate. And
awesome. I'll have Shakes send me your stuff, and I'll definitely I'd love to help you out and donate to all that.
No, I appreciate it. That means a lot because it's not only DCC and PKD we help out with. We're trying to build up some stuff to be able to help out in disaster areas, and not necessarily just in the state of Florida. Yes, sir. So
I heard somebody call you.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
So anyway, we're doing final thoughts here. Anybody want to start off with final thoughts?
I appreciate you having me on as always, Shake, and
for sure.
I look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow night. Peace, love, and fins up, everybody.
Peace out.
Hell yeah.
All right, Papa Paul.
All right, man. Any Anthony Pierlucci? No. Lakers all day. What's going on? Final thoughts.
What's up? So my final thought is, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, it's like if we don't get JT, you know, it's fine and dandy. You know what I'm saying? We just have to ball out and, you know, just try to win the Super Bowl. You know that if we do get JT, then, you know what I'm saying, let's go. And I feel like Jalen Phillips is gonna be the MVP of this defense. And you know what I'm saying? And like this offense has to really do really good this year because, you know, like one thing is, you know what I'm saying, we have everything that we need on offense except the O-line and a tight end. I feel like us not having Gesicki no more is really gonna like not hurt us, but it's really gonna show some areas that, you know what I'm saying, like Gesicki could have made plays in. You know what I'm saying? Like not having a weapon like Gesicki, you know what I'm saying, is really hindered to our offense. You know? Because, you know what I'm saying, look at friggin' Darren Waller, go look at friggin' the Chiefs tight end. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you think Patrick Mahomes passes to Kelsey a lot? Because, you know what I'm saying, he relies on him. And when Waddle and Hill can't get open, we had a chance to pass it to Gesicki, but now we don't have that. So what are we going to do?
We have a big body receiver though, and he's our best kept secret on this football team, and that's Eric Ezekiel.
Okay.
Don't be surprised if you start seeing more and more from Eric Ezekiel.
All right, I got you. Y'all have a good night, man.
All right, man.
Y'all be
All right, Lakers all day. I fuck with you, Lakers. So be
all
easy,
right, bro. Hey, let's go Lakers, man. Right?
Nah,
let's go
Heat all day, baby.
No, I ain't
doing
No,
that.
I can't ride with that. But
Hey, Jimmy
I said-
Buckets, baby.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing
All right,
that.
bye, brother.
Y'all have a good one.
You too, man.
Y'all got swept.
Go ahead, my man, Manny. Good to see you, by the way.
So you know where I stand, man. You know we good. everything that y'all talking about adding, JT, that would be nice. But bro, we don't need it. We don't need Dalvin Cook. We don't need nobody. We don't need Kelsey. We don't need Gesicki's. We don't need nobody, bro. We got the bad egg out, which was bro. I'm so glad I can't even remember his name, bro. Brian, not Brian Flores, bro. Josh Burke. Josh, whatever his name is,
Josh
bro.
Boyer.
Boyer, garbage. He reminds me of Matt Burke. Bro, garbage. We got him out the building. We so good right now, bro. I'm telling you, we're gonna go on a run. I mean, hopefully, Skyler does step it up, man. Because I mean, Tua, I don't have faith that he's gonna play a full 17. So we need somebody. If it's not Mike White, Skyler, they need to step up. They need to take a big leap this year, man, because they're gonna play meaningful games. And they might be playing in the playoffs, man. And we really need them to get this system down. Because I believe it's Tua, the stats, y'all are right. The stats, I feel like, boost them up. But it's Mike McDaniel's offense, bro. This offense with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, the speed we got, bro, any quarterback should be able to come in and play this offense. So they just need to understand, what the offense is expecting of them in the quarterback position. Where your pressure's coming from. They get all that down, bro. Hey, we got this. We good. We don't need nobody. All of the pieces we got in-house is championship caliber, bro. We good.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to leave it at that, man.
All right, my
Man,
brother.
it's nice to meet you, brother.
Hell yeah, bro. I'll see you around. I'll be back.
Okay.
It's football season.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Okay.
We'll be
brother.
here.
Take care of that
We'll
baby,
be
man.
open.
Congratulations
We'll be open
on
every
your new,
Tuesdays,
on your
baby.
new seat,
Every
man. That's
Tuesdays.
peace.
We'll be
Hell
back.
yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you. She's
Okay,
going to be our
brother.
good luck charm, bro. I promise.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, congratulations on the baby, man.
Fins up, bro. Thank you, bro.
Be safe, man.
Peace out.
Y'all be safe, my brother. Peace.
You still a flake though.
All right, man. Louis, final thoughts, my brother, mi hermano.
Yeah, Shake. Listen, man, I appreciate the invite. You know what I feel about you, Shake. Cuban brother, and it is what it is. You're the best co-host a man could have.
Same here.
And again, Anthony, well, either we talk backstage a little bit now. I don't know if you have time, or just get with Shake. Tell Shake to give you my info or whatever, and then we'll be in touch.
Okay.
Greg, you already know what time it is, Greg. And again, bro, fins up, man. I think we got a good team, but you know. It's good to talk about the goods and bad. You know what I mean? We can't just be all this happy-go-lucky. Bro, listen, I don't eat my Lucky Charms in the morning and then when I leave the house, go chase the rainbow after. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's not how the world works, and that's just how I am. Shake knows. But Shake, again, appreciate the invite and the conversation. Anthony, you already know what it is. And,
Yes, sir.
and motherfucking Greg, you know what it is. I'll holla at y'all boys.
Okay,
all right,
brother.
man. Yeah,
have a
Sage,
good
stick
night,
around
brother.
backstage.
Peace.
Yeah, just I ain't finna put you in the back. So I'm
I
gonna
got
close with everybody here. So go ahead, Anthony. Your final thoughts.
Man, that's just appreciate the invite, man. It was cool to meet Manny and Lou. Lakers for life. Those are all guys that I never met, but it's funny, man. Lou and Manny are like my duality of my life, man. You know what I mean? I can appreciate both of their arguments, man. But yeah, great show, man. I can't I can't say how much I appreciate. Sorry, I got the puppy, man. He's a pain in the ass.
Hey, man,
But
all
yeah.
four of you guys were in the blender with me, so I appreciate.
Yeah, I
all
know, man.
four of
Thanks
y'all.
so much for having me, Shakes. And man, I just want to say, man, you've done a fantastic job keeping us entertained in the off season. Man, I can't thank you enough for everything you do, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Larry K, shout out to Larry K for
He'll be here next week.
providing the platform for you to get on, and because ultimately, if it wasn't for Larry K, I wouldn't have met all you guys, man. So Greg, it's awesome to
and don't forget
I've
Tory
seen
Day,
Greg
too.
on the show before, but it's the first time I ever got to really be on there with him. And
Yeah.
man, Larry K, big shout out to Larry K, man, because
And don't forget and my man Tory Day too. He kind of
Tory's my guy, man. That's my
Oh,
guy. Yeah, that goes without saying.
And
So,
you know, he's still. I'm still waiting for him to get in the blender. So
yeah, we're gonna.
And by the
try.
way, I told him this. You know, season 1 is done. It's in the books, right? But however, I don't care what day it is, what week. It could be week 1. It could be week 4. It could be week 16. Doesn't fucking matter. If my man Tory Day feels froggy and wants to jump in, I will make. He's the only guy I'm making that exception for.
If we start the season 5-0, Larry, If we start the season 5-0, Tori's got to come on the show. I'm going to talk to him about that.
Yeah, that's my man. I got nothing but love for him.
Greg,
Go ahead,
it's great being on the show with you, Greg.
That's me.
Good job, young man. Take care of yourself. Shakes, I'll be in touch, my brother.
All right, brother. Hey,
Okay.
You finna go now, or you want to just hang out for a few more minutes backstage, real quick?
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah,
no problem.
Go ahead, Greg.
Man, what a return for season 2 of this. I mean, I was on the floor laughing. But anyways, what a great night this has been. Even though Rhode Island's going to be sadly exiting the Little League World Series here in just moments.
No shit.
Down home state, they did good, bro. Whenever they do. Anyway, football season is here. Can't wait. We get the festivities starting this week. Notre Dame, Navy. I'm really looking forward to that game. And then next week we got the big heavy hitters in college, and then it's going to be college and NFL. And this is my favorite time of the year, man. The favorite time of my year, pretty much. And hopefully our Dolphins, I have high expectations. Hopefully they can deliver on that, and hopefully in February we'll be partying all day and all night down there in South Beach.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate everybody for stopping through. Lewis, Anthony, of course, my co-host Greg, and next week, my man Larry K. He's going to be driving the ship. I'll be the passenger, finally, and it's going to be all good, man. I think Anthony froze, but anyway, man. With that being said, everybody, fins up. We'll see you next week, every Tuesday, from here on out to the season ends. So, with that being said.
Peace.
Yo, Shakes, I'm here, Shakes.
Okay. Oh, my bad. Wrong one.
I know you heard me on the radio. Flex.